Right, let's do a little bit of chubbing. Why is it always raining? Checked weather yesterday, and I'm sure it said it was going to be sunny today. Set off. It's done nothing but rain. It's actually quite deep there. Oh, that's soft. I'm not going that way. I ain't going that way. I ain't risking that. It's the thing with rivers. Change every year. Every year it changes, and where you thought you could get across last year, this year you can't. So I'm sure it's not too deep, but I ain't risking getting stuck. Wow, what lovely weather. Love it. I love it. I think my microphone and camera's just out of the way, so I should be alright to fish without killing my camera. So we'll give it a go. Typical. We're expecting sun. I've actually got my shorts on. I've got my waders on, but underneath I've got my shorts on. Wow, this is deep now. First time I fished here this year. It's a lot deeper. It's totally changed it. Massive changes every year to this spot. In fact, whatever 30 years ago, this little bit of land that I'm storing here were actually a river. Now it's like an island. Crazy. I've actually come to fish a spot down there. It looks like there's a new tree there. Could be good. It always has chub down there, so see that fallen, that big tree that's on its angle. Just below it was a big snag. The only problem with fishing in the rain is, of course, fish don't like getting wet, so they don't come out when it's raining. So I'm probably wasting my time. Yeah, so my plan for today was bright sunshine, lovely sunny day. The chub would be sat on the surface. I'd be able to see them. Be able to walk along, spot them, target them, and instead it's miserable. It's nice and here. Give that a go. Got my Savage gear net just in case I catch a monster chub. No, usual me. Last minute decision to come, and then I've not got my stalking little chub net, my little trout net. So I didn't want to not bring a net. So this wouldn't care, so I'll have to just use it. It just helps me when I'm YouTubing. If I do catch a fish, I can leave it in net while I mess about getting a picture and everything. If I wasn't bothered about doing a YouTube video and whatever, I just fish without it and get it land it by hand. But say if I want to get a close-up shot with it for you guys, it's easier to get sorted, get cameras sorted and that while fish is in net chilling. This is a proper little run, this, under this bush. Right, let's try it back at bush. That's still another good run all the way down there. That's pretty good. So last year when I came, last year when I came, so this gravel were up here, or further up that way, and that was a wade and a cast down to there, to a tree. You know, you could fish from this side and cast across. And this were really shallow. And now this year, it's a proper swim at back of this side. It's just crazy how it changes every year, which makes it interesting. So this is a swim that I actually came to fish, and it's no longer here. Next to this massive gravel bar. Because you could always guarantee, you won't always catch one, but you could always guarantee chub under that tree, except there's another tree landed in its way now. If anybody can remember back to us winter fishing, the rivers were so full of water for so long, and that's probably why it's changed all this. See, right here is where I would have been casting across to. Ridiculous. Make sure you're ready with your slack line on once you've cast when you're chub fishing, because often they respond to the splash. So if they are close by, and especially if there's a couple of them, they'll compete to get there first, so you'll get a hit straight away often if you've landed it in the right spot. So if you've got slack line, you're going to miss it. So if you can, just feather your cast with your finger, just stop your line so that you're in control. You haven't got a big bow in a slack line, because like I say, you don't want to miss that hit. You might only get one chance. Come off it, Paul. Can I cast with that? And obviously you're fishing far away, like that, a bit of distance, so point your rod at it, straighten your braid out, get your slack in, and point your rod at it, so if you do get a hit, it's like that straight away. You like my sound effects? But straight away like that, lift up. If you've got your rod here to one side, you've not got much where you can strike, whereas here you can lift it right up and pick up all that slack line. If we do find a chub. Right, so another update. Still raining. Friggin' rain. And I can't believe how much this river has changed. Last year's floods have just made a right mess. This is just totally different. That gravel bar's always been there, but it's proper ripped it up and moved it. Wow. Perch. There's a nice perch down there. Let me just sneak down here so I can get a better angle. I've seen a fish. What a monster, but it was a pound. Can't believe it just nailed it straight away. Still after that perch. At least if I do hook something, I can net it now. just a fall or something, I don't know what it was. Don't know what it was. If it was a chub or a perch, I couldn't really see. Never. I felt like a tiny bump. And then, oh, come off it, pal. I felt like a tiny bump, and then when I looked, I could see something following me low. Definitely a fish. It didn't look like a chub though, so maybe it was a perch. Whilst it was 30 years ago, and whilst it has changed this river, this swim here used to always produce chub. Always. So this was never ever here before. Never ever here before. Pretty much a straight run. Where's that bend come from? I don't want to get too close because gravel's noisy and plus they'll see me. Oh, well, if anything's in there, it'll see me. I'm not convinced there's anything in here. Right, so the crazy thing for me, now we've got to this point, is basically the river was a straight line up here last year, and the floods have done something here. I don't know what it's like when I get this. Put a massive bend in it. Where's that come from? Ridiculous. You can't imagine how much force that water puts in when it comes round. Wow. Let's get up here. Whoa. Ridiculous. Wow. So that concrete block there, the river used to run in front of that, because I've got an old photograph somewhere where I've got a trout at that spot. Those like concrete bags there look like sandbags. Those concrete bags were with that. My God. That is ridiculous. The little stream comes in there, a little beck. Obviously it's, why would it even do that? My God. Like a series of little pools. I wonder if I can get back across over there and go up that gravel bar and fish. Was the river split in two? He's split in two? It used to come from up there, but it's coming from there now. What the hell? What the hell? I'm now on the other side. Mind blowing. I can't believe what it's done to the river. Used to stand on that and like concrete sandbag type things and fished here. Used to be a nice grayling spot. I used to catch grayling on maggots when I was a kid. Wow. I forgot about fishing. Just too blown away. So up there is where the stream is, the beck. River splits in two. Oh, why have I left my drone in car? Where does that go? Wow. Holy cow. I need to go back and get my drone. What's it done? It's just carved a new river out. This doing a same as that here. A full bank, full river bank all the way across there, and fields here. I don't know what we're here. Wow. Am I still recording? This is ridiculous. Yep. God, it's cut that way. So there was some concrete structure here years ago. Many years ago. Obviously all overgrown. Nature took it back. And then nature just ripped it a new arsehole. Wowzers. Well, across there, up there. I can maybe do that bit. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not really supposed to be here.